I'm just curious on the conscious versus unconscious side, because we were talking about this offline, whether or not we're seeing any particular differences. So I say that to kind of, brew the next question. But I was just going to mention when I'm a conscious line 1, I'm a 1-3. And when I first learned about my human design, well, here was interesting. I mean, when we talk about the trigger to investigate and learn a bit more but not everything, but just the stuff we're really kind of very curious about, right? There has to be a curiosity before the door is open and, you fall down the rabbit hole of research. When I first came across human design and I got my chart, and it was like, what is this gobbledygook? But I didn't have there, I don't know, it was like missing one little breadcrumb to start that research. I didn't think to myself, oh, I want to know more about this. I was just like, what the heck is this? And I put it aside, and I didn't get that impetus of like, hey, there's more to this. And a few months later, when human design came back on my radar, that's when I got that next breadcrumb and going like, what is this thing? I'm going to take a look at, like, I'm going to do some research and figure out a little bit more what this thing is. And that was the end, right? There was life before human design, and then like life after the discovery of human design. And I spent an entire 48 hours researching my human design, and I came out of that experience a changed person. And like from that moment on, I was an addict. And but I can tell you from a line 1 conscious perspective and a 1-3, and I don't want to go too far down the 3 rabbit hole because that's for another live, but as a 1-3, the whole experience is research, learn about it, investigate it, and line 3 is test it out in real life. And I was like, well, yeah, but isn't that how everybody does it? Like, don't you just go learn about it and find out more about it and then go like see if it works? Like, isn't that how everybody operates? And it was this poof, no, this is not how everybody operates. And I'm like, no way. So even that aspect of my line 1 learning about human design just like completely blew my head apart. So I don't know if anybody of the panelists on the panel has like any particular comments about that. Karen, yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'm a 1-4. So my process is about investigating, but then I learn it and I cement it in my mind by externalizing it. So it's not through the experimentation, the experiential that you have, but for me, it's like talking to people about it and hearing the words come out of my own mouth. And I also think it's interesting that it took you, like you met it, and then you presumably had an emotional wave before you came back to investigate. And for me, I'm splenic, and I knew it the moment I saw a body graph. I was like, oh, in, like all in.